Now, in 1969, if you were in the market for an elegant two-door, four-seater, coupe or convertible in the premium segment, there was really no way around the fantastic Mercedes W111-Series. This beautiful 280 SE is for sale here with us at Petrolhead Classics, so make sure to watch until the end to learn what it's like to drive and own one of the finest automobiles of its era. Now, I was hoping for good weather to be able to drive top down, but unfortunately it's rather chilly and rainy, so we need to put the hood up for this little test drive. As you can see, this is a fantastic place to be. The seats are comfortable, you have plenty of space, a very commanding driving position. This was obviously a car for someone that had it made. Car and Driver formulated it like this in 1969. It is a car for someone whose taste of the fine things in life is too good to drive a common Cadillac or an ostentatious Rolls-Royce. And I think the last point they made is actually quite true, because we were fortunate enough to sell a beautiful low mileage Rolls-Royce Corniche convertible some time ago, and this is really the only competitor I can think of for the W111. I mean, there was really nothing else in this class. A full four-seater, elegant coupe or convertible, as it is in this case. The W111 coupe and convertible were based on the four-door limousine that had made its debut 2 years earlier in 1959. So in 1961, when these cars appeared, they made quite a stir. Paul Bracq did a fantastic job of adapting the lines of the limousine to a highly elegant two-door coupe and convertible. The tail fins are much more subtle, very muted on this design. Personally, I think it's perfect from any angle. Excellent proportions, beautiful detailing. This is really a car to behold and enjoy. But it's more than just that, because Mercedes decided to keep the same wheelbase as the limousine. This is a full four-seater, which is quite rare. What is also very special is that, as opposed to the limousine models, these cars were almost exclusively built by hand. So one can say that, with the exception of the 600, perhaps, these were the last coach-built Mercedes. And when we look at the interior, it's full of beautiful details. The instruments, the heater controls, the little openings for the air intakes. Everything is designed and its form follows function. This car is fresh out of a restoration, so I'm being quite careful. The engine will need a slight fine-tuning. It simply needs to be run in properly. It needs to be used and enjoyed, and hopefully we will soon find a new owner who will appreciate this fantastic car. It has the M130 2.8 liter engine, which was completely new in 1968, made its debut then, and was the top of the line W111 until the V8 3.5 arrived. Those are, of course, the holy grail of the W111 series. However, they are almost unattainable right now. So this is the next best thing that you can get. The 280 SE, it's a perfect car. Hand-built quality, excellent safety. The main feature was, of course, Bela Bareni's crumble zones that he had developed. Basically, the chassis consists of a rigid center part and a front and rear part to absorb the energy in case of a collision. This was a first, so these cars were safe, elegant, fast and reliable. There's not much that is as perfect as the W111. Sometimes things don't always go according to plan. Naturally, we wanted to show you this car with the hood down. Now, we made a 3,000-hour restoration of Mercedes 190 SL, and the hoods from this era are very, very delicate. Now, since it's the first time that I'm confronted with this car, I noticed that the hood doesn't retract fully. It's probably just an adjustment that needs to be made, but what you don't want to do is exert any unnecessary force. So that is why the car looks the way it does in the pictures. That will definitely be taken care of, but we really wanted to show you what the car looks like with the hood down. This is as good as it gets today, and we were also lucky to be able to do these shots just before it started to rain. So thank you for your understanding. This sometimes happens with classic cars. In any case, I hope it won't detract from how beautiful this example is. So now that we know what the car is like to drive, let's talk about this particular example. It's a 1969 280 SE. As can be seen from the data plate, it is a US version with power steering and Borg-Warner automatic transmission, dark red exterior, cognac leather interior. It has just completed a full restoration. I've just seen this car for the first time. I've had a chance to inspect it in the past 2 days. I would say that the restoration is done to a very good standard. There are a few little pieces that still needs to be done. The car also needs to be properly run in, but that is fully normal for a car of this type. However, the engine runs smoothly, the gear shift shifts the way it should, the steering is nice, the suspension is absolutely fantastic. It's comfortable, although this has conventional springs and dampers, unlike the 300 SE. With the air suspension, it is still absolutely very, very comfortable. So all we can do is to invite you to come and have a look at the car for yourself, do a test drive. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit better, but rain doesn't really bother us here at Petrolhead Classics, and this is a car that was made to last. The great thing about the W111 is that you can still use them every day if you would like to. I don't think that anyone will, but this car is just as good on the motorway. It keeps up with modern traffic. Of course, taking it along a sweeping country road would be my preferred mode, but it's just a fantastic car that you can use even on long trips with a full-sized boot. Okay, I think that concludes today's video. Thank you for joining us. There's more information coming soon, and also another video of another fantastic car. Take care, goodbye, and let us know in the comments what you think.